All right, let's talk about assignment monitoring very briefly. So the CALSAAS process of assignment monitoring starts with you, the LEA coordinator, submitting data from your student information system into CALPADS. The data in CALPADS is analyzed by the CTC through CALSAAS, and questionable assignments are identified. Those questionable assignments are then left for you to resolve and review from your monitoring authority, your COE, and any changes can be made before final determinations. So remember, we're not trying to manipulate data to influence the assignment monitoring process. We want to identify any questionable assignments. If your staff did not provide information on a local assignment option, you don't have that in your student information system, that this is the benefit of the assignment monitoring process. We can highlight and make sure that our data is correct. Assignment monitoring data. So it's not just the course, it's not just the staff assignment. Your staff demographics, your staff assignment, your course, and your student course section enrollments all play a part in assignment monitoring. So I cannot emphasize the importance of making sure your data is accurate in all 4 file types. So what's the best way to get a head start? You want to review report 4.3, staff teaching assignment in detail. You want to provide that to your credentialing analysts as well as your curriculum instruction staff. You also want to pull a report of staff course assignments from your local student information system. And when you review report 4.3, we highlighted some of the fields that will influence your assignment monitoring outcomes. So course content area subcategory, departmentalized course standards grade level range, of course, the state course code will influence it, the education service code, so on and so forth. So these are all the fields you would want to be identifying and looking to make sure your staff is credentialed to provide the instruction that you have indicated in the course section. Then your CalSAS exception types, your CalPADS code errors, special education services, and EL service code, right? And so when you're looking at 4.3, you have your school course delivery, the teacher, their seed, and then the state course code. And they're going to compare that staff member's credentials on record at the CTC to the content in the state course code. For special education exceptions, they're going to use that staff member's credential and they're going to look for instructional strategy 700 and they're going to see if that staff member is authorized to provide special education instruction. If the state course code is 1000, 9214, 9311, it does not matter. Once instructional strategy 700 is selected, CalSAS is wanting to make sure that that staff member using their seed has the authorizations and the credential to provide special education instruction to the students. And then your EL exceptions, again, we're using that staff member seed, comparing it to the authorizations on record with the CTC, and then the education service code. If the education service code is 1, primary language of instruction, we're going to additionally look at the instruction language to make sure that that primary language of instruction, the staff member is authorized to provide or to teach in. Report 4.5 can be used the same as report 4.3 for your non-classroom based support assignments. You're going to identify that staff member seed, their job classification, and their support assignment, and make sure that their credentials, those that are on record at the CTC, right, those authorizations are provided, right? You don't want to have a staff member that is a teacher working as a counselor and reporting them as a counselor, right? You want to make sure that your staff is appropriately credentialed for their assignments.